You're here because you want a great idea on how to serve your friends and family this Easter. So keep on watching this video and I'm going to show you exactly how I made this Easter charcuterie board. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Jordan and this is Amazing Grace Boards, and on this channel I share with you my passion for meat and cheese, which sounds so silly, but yet I know there are people out there like you who love the same thing. So if you are one of those people, consider subscribing. Hang out with me while I build boards that give you great ideas to serve your friends and family. So come along, I'm going to show you exactly how I made this board right now. The board that I got was from Ross. It was a gift from my mom. She knew that I was making an Easter board, so I'm so grateful. And she said it was really inexpensive, and you always find fun finds like at TJ Maxx or Ross or Hobby Lobby, which are the 3 stores that all of these came from. So if you're looking for some more festive type items for a holiday board, then check out those stores. I get really lucky and really find some great deals for these things. So in the little eggs nest, I added these marshmallow, chocolate covered marshmallow robin eggs. And then here is a little ramekin filled with Chornichon pickles and olives. So originally those weren't in my idea to put in and on this board. It was just something I decided I should use instead of the other items that I have. So that is just kind of the way it works. Like I'll have an idea, but normally I have to alter it, change it, add, take away. So just bear with me when you see those ingredients. Hopefully you look in the description below because that's everything that I eventually ended up using. So here next to the adorable silver bunny, I added salami secchi, which I always get from Trader Joe's. For a while, for a long time, they were out of it. Apparently there was something had to do with the distribution because it came from France or Italy, I can't remember, but it's back and you need to try it if you've never done that. So over on the bottom left, I added these beautiful herb de Provence, these sourdough crackers. So those are, I eventually end up moving them in a different direction, but I figured the type of herbs and the notes that I wanted to have were more lighter, more, I guess you can say feminine, not really, but just something soft. So the Stilton above is not a blue cheese, so it's not super sharp, but it's sweet. So it's this wonderful Apricot Stilton, and it goes really great with citrus. It goes very good with honey. Just add a little since the cheese is actually very sweet. So on the bottom right, the cheese that I have there is an Elderflower cheddar. So I scored at my local store that has like a cheese section. They had this beautiful Elderflower cheddar and it was really good. So I know that not everybody will find that, but just always look for things that are new or seasonal. You'll be surprised at how many cheese companies really try to stay in the seasonal when they're creating their cheeses. They're really delicious. So I just tested it out. It's a small little piece, but it will feed, a good 3 to 4 people to just taste them. So I added some fruit. So I wanted to make sure that I kept the tangerines next to the Stilton, not only one because they paired well, but also the fact that they just, the color goes well together. So up at the top left, I had a pear that I cut horizontally, and I wanted to make sure I fanned it out so that you can, obviously take a slice, but at the same time it just looks more inviting. And I am putting it next to the cheddar, the unexpected cheddar that I have right here. It is so good. It's from Trader Joe's. It's such a great introduction to people who are a little nervous to try out different cheeses because one, it's sharp, and The texture is not your normal cheddar, like a slice of cheddar. It's just great. It's a really good cheddar cheese that people can pick up, taste. The pairing that my husband and I did was the unexpected cheddar, a slice of pear, and honey, which eventually we'll get on this board. Those three together were divine. So try that out. Every time we eat something, I kind of take a bite with a little Marcona almond, which I just placed down next to the bird nest. If I didn't say that, that's not real. So obviously it's totally, sanitary to use. Anyway, so the cheese that I just also placed is a goat cheese. So it's an herb goat cheese. And my favorite way to eat the goat cheese is I let it sit out to room temperature. I like a softer goat cheese because I know when you pull it out right from the fridge, you can't spread it. Something's not right. So make sure to try and leave it at room temperature. That's gonna be a game changer for you when you're serving it, when you're spreading it. And I just think it tastes better. The tartness of the goat cheese comes out way more. So I also added my marshmallow bunny, and I only had room for one, or I only wanted to put one, to be honest. So I added that, and then under it, I just added the Meyer lemon cookies from Trader Joe's. They're really thin. They're just a great end to a board. So I just love, obviously I have something sweet on there because I have the marshmallow and the chocolate, which normally I have something sweet, but I thought these cookies, again, had a lighter feel to it, and I thought that the lemon cookie would be a great addition. So if you notice, I have a pause for a good second because I have that open section and I needed to fill it. And so this was, again, not on the original idea and the list that I had, but I have these tiny bamboo cups and I wanted to make sure that I filled it with honey. So that's where the honey came in. So that's my process, is if I can't find anything or it doesn't look right or I have extra space, which lately has been more common than not, is I have just more space that I have to fill. And honey's great because it really goes with most cheeses, especially cheddars and anything sharp. So that was my board. I started to add, like extra crackers and things like that. Usually I end with adding all of my decorative things like florals and herbs, and so I forgot to film it. So I had to turn it back on and pull out the baby's breath that I decided to use instead of the chamomile flowers, because the chamomile, while they are so dainty and beautiful, they had that yellow hue to it, and I wanted to keep it lighter than that. So I added baby's breath where I saw fit, and I loved it. It was delicious, and it was such a sweet board, if that's how I can explain it. It was sweet. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great holiday.